Well, hi everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and my word for today is achievement. Hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and just to let you know, I'm really proud of myself this morning. Regardless of how I'm feeling and what's going on in my life, I did two things this morning that were for me. I'm still trying to do this, do one thing a day just for me. And the first thing I did was, you will remember that a couple of days ago, day before yesterday, my one neighbor that I met at the coffee club bought me a steak and kidney pie. And it was really interesting because I had the steak and kidney pie last night, and it was so nice of her. Anyway, so what I did was, I obviously cleaned out the dish that she'd bought it in. Actually, she bought it in one of those aluminum foil things with a plastic lid. And what I did was I cleaned it all out nicely, and then I thought, I need to return this. Anyway, so that's what I did. I went on my way here. I did that. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the process of moving and I'm meeting new neighbors. So anyway, so what I did was I went to return it to her, and she said, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." And I went, "Yes, I did." And she said, "No." And I said, "Norma, you're going to get to know a lot about me, but the first thing you need to know is, yes, I did need to return it." Looks like I've got a door open somewhere. Why? Silly. Why have I got a door open? The lift gate is open. Wow, I'm lucky I had a battery this morning. Thank you, God. I'm so lucky I had a battery. Well, if I hadn't been driving backwards and forwards to the house every day, I guess I wouldn't have had enough battery to make that possible, but I did. Yay! Anyway, so I went to Norma's and I got to meet her. So I was, at a different level. And as I said, Norma, you need to know I return things. That's who I am. And you need to know that about me. Anyway, it's really interesting because I learned a little bit more about her. And she has a single white, very pretty single white. And again said, anything I can do. She actually offered to come with me and help me pack. And I said, bless your soul, I really appreciate that, but you stay warm and safe. And what I've done is, I've got the mover guy coming tomorrow to have a look at what's not done, and he will decide whether he needs to send somebody on Friday to help me finish up. And that is why I have cancelled the broadcasts on Friday, because I could be packing, and unable to do a broadcast. So I'm certain that you guys would understand that. So there we go. But then I did a twofer. Not only did I go and see Norma at her place, but I also stopped by my neighbor on the other side. Now you'll remember I met Brian and Betty Ann with the shovel. Right? So that was a good one yesterday. But today I went to go and meet my neighbor on the other side, Liz. And it was really quite interesting because I said, I hate to ask a favor of you. the first time I meet you, but I do need to ask one. And she said, what's that? And I said, I wonder on Saturday when the movers come whether I can park my car there in your driveway. Because I know she's a single person on her own. So there are not two cars there. I've been watching it very carefully for 3 weeks. And so it was so funny. We got into this big discussion about one thing and another. Anyway, it turned out she misunderstood me. Not difficult. She misunderstood me, and she thought I wanted the moving truck to park in her driveway. And I went, no. It took a while to understand where the miscommunication was. But then she said, oh my gosh, no, of course you can. So I said, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. So that's very, very exciting for me. I've now got that one sorted. That means that I've got my car away from where all the action is, and they've got free run of the place. You know, both the sidewalk up to the shed and to the garage area, the big shed and the garden shed. My car won't be in their way, and that's what I wanted. Okay, so that's that done. Goals for today. Goals for the day, definitely to clean out the closet, the one closet that's left in my bedroom is a definite goal for me today, and to start pulling things out in my kitchen, the bottom row stuff, pulling it out so I can see how much there is, how full it is. Can I take 2 cubies and put it into one just for the move, things like that. And I might go down and get my stepladder and then go up and clear those cubies that are up top, just so again I can see what's in them and see whether I can just, move them or pack them in a better way. And then, so that's the second thing. So number 1, my bedroom. Number 2, the kitchen. And number 3, I want to clear the floor area so that all that I've got left for tomorrow is the bookcase area. And I've packed quite a bit of that away already, but I'm still working on it. And that will be what I want to do for today. Now the trick is to leave home without eating, so that by the time I get back I will have completed my fast, which I'm very proud of, the system that I've got. And for those of you, it was really interesting. I had a blip last week where I put on a couple of pounds. I can't remember what I did, but I knew it wasn't surprising. Oh, I think it had to do with ginger snaps or something. Super Bowl, that's what it did. Yeah. And I especially made sugar-free type cookies and stuff, but I still put on weight. I obviously had some other stuff that put weight on. So the good news is I've dropped that again, and so I'm just on a path now. I wanted to just take a moment to thank those of you who've been writing to me in support. And I hope that you understand that it's really easy for me to edit out the bits where I get emotional. But as I think some of you know, I always said that if I ever do YouTube, I will be as honest as I humanly can without risking my security. And so I want you to know that moving is not easy emotionally, especially if you've lived somewhere for 20 years. And so slowly I will deal with all of this. Now, talking to my new neighbor Liz, well, new to me neighbor Liz, she was saying that she did what a lot of people do, which is she put everything into storage and then brought it out, box by box. You and I both know if I put it into storage, I will resent paying money to do that when I've got 1,200 square feet of place. And also, I will probably never get those boxes out, and I will be, paying that money forever. So that's not what I want to do. I think I will clean it up a lot more quickly if it's in my way. And so, although I know it is not the best thing to do in terms of clutter, I do know that I can put it together pretty quickly. When I say pretty quickly, I think I can put the main components together pretty quickly, and therefore I can get a lot of the stuff on shelves and so forth. And when I think about it, once I've got that, there's not much really in the dining room area. I've got most of the kitchen put away already, except for those cubies on top and a few that are hidden. I've got living room, dining room. I've got, let me think there, living room, dining room. I've got quite a bit from the living room, dining room that's packed away. Things like my horse brasses and my hunting horn, all things that you're waiting to see back in play. And so, I will get those unpacked. And I think all my brass stuff is going to end up, the brass hunting horn, the horse brasses, all those sort of things are going to end up in the area opposite, or the area around the fireplace. I really know that that's going to be the Old English area. And I probably will eventually, if I can do it, is find a couple of wing-back chairs, or maybe a couple of lazy boys to go opposite there, because it is a good place to have a television in that area, and it is a good place to sit and be comfortable opposite the fire. I've enjoyed sitting there opposite the fire for nearly a month. All right, to work. Well, I haven't finished the bedroom, but I've sure got a long way along. All the stuff at the back is because I know they'll want to huck that in last. These are all things I think they will put in first. Those two are just there because it saves my back to fill them there. So that's empty. I'm leaving that. This is just about empty. I just don't know where they want to put those things. Guess I never finished painting that cupboard. And this is what my spare bathroom looks like. It's not finished. This is not finished. None of that is finished. Oh, I should take those down. And I didn't do any of those at all. And I've still got a bit left in there. Not a lot, but a bit. Everything else is done. I'm going home. Well, that timing was brilliant. I was just about to start taking everything down to load my car when who should pitch up but the guy from the movers that I thought I was meeting tomorrow. My bad. But perfect timing. Not only did he see what was left, but he also told me he's going to send an extra guy to help pack on the day. And he's also going to send a small truck that will take a lot of the smaller stuff. Yay. So we are on our way back to Sunshine Cottage. So I can show him everything there. Well, I guess you know you've arrived when your first Amazon parcel arrives on your doorstep. Yay.